If you're only tuning into this story now, India Today's news break early this morning has set the news agenda in what is easily one of 2023's most sickening stories. Remember, this is a year where we've been consistently reporting on assaults on women, horrors against women, the nightmares against women in Manipur and elsewhere, Rajasthan. And now this from India's national capital, which for a long time has had the dubious distinction of being named the rape capital of the country. This particular Deputy Commissioner for Women and Child Welfare in the Delhi government is this man accused of raping and impregnating a 15-year-old girl who was to be in his care. She was the daughter of his colleague and friend. He was supposed to protect her, take care of her. He was a gazetted officer in the Delhi government's Women and Child Welfare Department. And this man has now been booked for rape and for impregnating a minor. You know what the punishment is for that. You've seen how laws have been changed recently. Don't forget this face. Don't forget this man's name, because India Today is the one that has forced not just the Delhi government, but the entire country and the entire media, in fact, to sit up, watch this story, report this story, and not look away at all. In fact, I'd like to start by bringing you the very latest on this story, because we continue to be the channel on it. Here's some breaking news coming in. Big breaking news coming in on this story, and this is by far India Today impact on a story that we broke earlier today. The rapist Delhi government bureaucrat Premoday Khaka and his wife have both been arrested. We can confirm to you that they've both been arrested. This rape accused bureaucrat stands accused, has been booked for the rape of a minor. His wife allegedly administered abortion pills to the victim after she was found to be pregnant. It is India Today's news break earlier today, the pressure mounted by our coverage, that has forced quick action with both the Babu, the bureaucrat, and his wife being arrested. Rape of a minor is the charge against the bureaucrat, Premoday Khaka, and his wife also going to be in a lot of trouble. She is accused of having administered abortion pills to the minor. Listen in to the Delhi police.
Case of sexual assault with a minor of the FIR of dated 13th August 2023 of PS Buradi, North District. We have arrested two persons. One is Mr. Pramodya Khaka. He is 51 years old and he belongs to Shakti Enclave. He is a deputy director in the Department of Women and Child Development of GNCT. Second is his wife. She is Ms. Seema Rani, 50 years of age, and she is a housewife. The investigation is in progress.
I want to go quickly across to India Today's Shreya Chatterjee from our crime team. They've been reporting this big story, setting the agenda on it. Shreya, what's the latest? Very, very serious charges. Rape of a minor. The wife, you see pictures of both Premoday and his wife who've now been arrested on our screen right now. She's been accused of administering abortion pills. Horrifying details, but clearly it was our coverage that has forced this quick action by the Delhi police now, Shreya.
Well, absolutely so, Shiv. You know, as we talk, both Premoday Khaka and his wife are presently inside the Special Staff Office of the North District, where the DCP is also very much present. The formal arrest has taken place, but as you rightly pointed it out, that the action, be it by the Delhi government or the Delhi police, has come in only after India Today has done this coverage, because the FIR, Shiv, was registered on the 13th of August. That makes 8 long days for action to be taken. So there is a lot of answering to be done on why the delay happened, but better late than never. Delhi police has now formally arrested them. The strict case will be made against them, because this is a case of a minor being raped, and horrific reports that are coming in. For the time period of 2 long years, from 2020 to 2021, this man was entrusted as a guardian, and the wife of this man she actually administered the abortion pill. So these are horrific details coming in. Now Delhi police will also go into the past history of the man, because he was also in the position of superintendent of several shelter homes as well. So we are yet to know full details, as the Delhi police has now finally begun the investigation.
Shreya, very, very quickly, we'll get to the Delhi government in a bit on my show, but I want to quickly ask you, since you're outside the station where the two have been arrested, how is the Delhi police explaining this delay? After all, it was their job to move quickly. This was a very heinous crime. The allegations are heinous and FIR had been registered. Why have they taken so long in arresting this man?
Well, the Delhi police's statement that is coming in through the sources is that they were in touch with the man. The man had actually been in touch with Delhi police. They had contacted and taken their statement, but they were officially waiting for the 164 statement of the victim. Now, because she was not in the best of situation, what the Delhi police says, on the 14th of August, a day after the FIR was registered, they had moved and issued a notice for the 164 statement, but because she was not in the best of state mentally, the delay happened in recording the statement, and subsequently, now that has happened, the arrest has formally taken place.
Shreya, appreciate that. Thanks very much for getting us that update. Shreya is outside that police station. She'll be the first to get us any reports coming in from in there in just a bit. Let me now tell you a little bit more about this case, because all of the details are horrifying. I have the FIR copy with me because our reporters are the only ones who've gotten their hands on it. 2020. This entire nightmare starts in 2020 after this young girl's father's death. She was only 12 years old at that time, and she met the accused, Premodai Khaka, in a church. Now, the church allegedly sent this minor to stay with the accused, presumably because they were known to each other's families, and he was a deputy director in the Women and Child Welfare Department, and therefore he should have known a thing or two about protecting women and girls. The minor is alleged to have faced repeated rape by this man who was her guardian. This Delhi government bureaucrat allegedly raped her repeatedly. Remember, when she went to stay with them, she was 12 or 13 years old. Now she's 15. The minor got pregnant as a result of this repeated alleged rape, and then she was then allegedly given abortion pills by Premodai Khaka, the bureaucrat's wife. Remember, she has also been arrested now. The survivor, who is still a minor, remember, she's 15 years old, had panic attacks. She was taken to a doctor by her mother. There, this young girl revealed the sexual assaults. She told the doctor, she broke down and told the doctor about how she had been repeatedly assaulted, violated, and raped by this man who was supposed to be her guardian. The doctor did the right thing. They called the Delhi police instantly and informed them that this was a case. The Delhi police swooped in. They lodged a case under the child rape law. The FIR was registered on August the 13th. Now I want to show you a timeline of this case. October 2020 is when the survivor's father died in a road accident. The survivor met this Delhi Babu, like I said, in a church. The Babu convinced the minor's mother that he will look after this child. You know, the details are still a little hazy, but this is basically what's there in the FIR. The minor shifted to the accused's Delhi home. Between October 2020 and February 2021, this minor, who would have been 13, 14 years old at that time, was sexually assaulted by this man, Premodai, Delhi government officer, for 5 months. That's when she got pregnant. The accused's wife, who's also been arrested, like I said, allegedly provided abortion pills to this young girl. In March 2022, this girl returned to her mother's home. On August 10th, 2023, she was hospitalized due to panic attacks. August 12th is when she broke down and told the doctor about how she had been violated and raped. That's when the doctors picked up the phone and called the Delhi police. And on August the 13th, the Delhi police filed an FIR, and the accused has now been booked under the POCSO Act. August 21st, 2023, that's today, the accused government officer and his wife, as you can see, are in police custody. This is, of course, a picture of them from earlier, but we've also got pictures of them after they've been arrested. Now, this horrifying, nightmarish incident happened in the national capital, and the details are truly surreal, almost unbelievable, because the perpetrator, the man accused of raping this minor, was literally a Delhi government officer in charge of the welfare of women and children, if you can believe that. This Delhi government officer is accused of raping and impregnating a young teenager. He's the man on your screen. Don't forget his face, because India Today was the only channel that had the details and the gumption to put it out. Watch this report.
Premodai Khaka, Deputy Director of Women and Child Welfare Department in Delhi government, tasked to safeguard women and kids in the national capital. This protector turned predator raped and impregnated a 14-year-old girl in his custody. While shockingly, his wife gave abortion pills to the teen. After India Today's report, the husband-wife duo has been taken into custody.
जो हमारे मुख्य आरोपी हैं मियां बीवी दोनों जो इसमें अकॉर्डिंग टू द एफआईआर हैं उन दोनों को हमने अभी डिटेन किया है उनकी इंटेरोगेशन हमारी अंडरवे है
The minor survivor was living with the accused after her father's death in 2020. After the bureaucrat met her at a Delhi church and convinced her mother that he will be guardian to the child.
किसका सस्पेंशन होना है, किसकी गिरफ्तारी होनी है? इस पूरे मामले में एक बच्ची को उसकी बायोलॉजिकल मदर से छीनकर किसी दूसरे व्यक्ति को दिया गया और उस व्यक्ति ने बच्ची को रेप किया। तो इसमें जिस अधिकारी की कोताही है उन सब पर मुकदमा दर्ज किया जाना।
The heinous crime by a top Delhi government official answerable to Delhi Minister Atishi and DCW Chief Swati Maliwal sparked a massive storm. Facing political attacks over inaction and hypocrisy over child rape.
We have issued a notice to the Delhi police. We are also issuing a notice to the government because we wish to understand. One is, of course, this means a person needs to be suspended, which the government has already done. But at the same time, we wish to understand as to where all was he posted in his 20 or plus years of service, and what all sensitive posts did he handle, and what kind of complaints were received against him during this process.
The opposition BJP tore into the AAP as sources in the LG house revealed that the rapist officer was hand-picked by the Kejriwal government to serve as OSD to Women and Child Development Minister Atishi.
दिल्ली की जनता जो उनसे एक्सपेक्ट करती है कि दिल्ली सरकार उनके अधिकारों का हनन नहीं करेगी, दिल्ली सरकार का एक वरिष्ठ अधिकारी ये करता रहा एक बच्ची के साथ और उनको जानकारी नहीं थी, और जानकारी थी तो क्या कार्रवाई की।
डीसीडब्ल्यू की चेयरमैन तो जहां भी कोई घटना होती है हर जगह आंसू बहाने पहुंच जाती हैं, लेकिन उनके ऑफिस के अंदर अगर ये घटना हो रही है और वो 1-1.5 साल से जो मुझे सुनने में आया 1-1.5 साल से ये घटना हो रही थी और ऐसे किया जा रहा था, तो उनको नॉलेज नहीं है, तो समझ में नहीं आई मुझे तो।
After political attacks and widespread outrage, Chief Minister Kejriwal suspended the accused rapist.
उसको मैंने आदेश दिए हैं चीफ सेक्रेटरी को कि उसको सस्पेंड किया जाए तुरंत प्रभाव से जब तक इंक्वायरी वगैरह चल रही हैं, और शाम 5 बजे तक मैंने इसके ऊपर एक विस्तृत रिपोर्ट मांगी। मैं पुलिस से वो करूंगा, अपील करूंगा कि उसको तुरंत गिरफ्तार किया जाए।
Has the capital shocker exposed the AAP government bigwigs who go about preaching on rape when it comes to crimes in other states? With Arvind Ojha and Rahul Gautam in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And the chief of our crime bureau, Arvind Ojha, whose team has exposed this story and brought it in front of the entire country, is with us. And remember, this is not just any rape case. This is the alleged rape by an officer of the Delhi government who was specifically tasked and charged with the welfare of women and children. It doesn't get worse than this. Arvind, Premodai Khaka है कौन ये आदमी जो 8 दिन लगे उसका गिरफ्तार के लिए? इसमें खासियत क्या है? क्या इसके पास कुछ पॉलिटिकल लिंक्स हैं अरविंद? क्या इसके पीछे कोई मजबूत नेता है? क्या है?
नहीं देखिए, इसके पीछे कौन है आप इस बात का अंदाजा इसी बात से लगा सकते हैं कि 13 अगस्त को एफआईआर लॉन्च होती है। इंडिया टुडे बाकायदा स्टोरी ब्रेक करता है और बताता है कि कितना हॉरिफाइंग ये इंसिडेंट है, लेकिन न तो डीसीडब्ल्यू को पता होता है, डीसीडब्ल्यू चीफ को पता होता है, जबकि वो दिल्ली के जितने भी केसेस होते हैं उसमें तुरंत वो नोटिस एसएचओ, डीसीपी, पुलिस कमिश्नर को भेजती हैं। यहाँ तक कि दिल्ली के बाहर का भी अगर कोई मैटर होता है उसमें वो एक्टिव रहते हैं, लेकिन उनको भी ये जानकारी नहीं होती या फिर वो कोई इसमें एक्शन नहीं लेती है। पुलिस एफआईआर रजिस्टर करती है बावजूद उसके 13 अगस्त को, लेकिन जब तक इंडिया टुडे इस न्यूज को ब्रेक नहीं करता, प्रेशर माउंट नहीं होता, पुलिस 164 का स्टेटमेंट लेती है। और अब से कुछ देर पहले ये इंडिया टुडे की खबर का असर है कि दोनों अक्यूज को प्रेशर में आकर दिल्ली पुलिस ने अरेस्ट किया। सोर्स ये बताते हैं कि डिप्टी डायरेक्टर के पोस्ट पर ये जो प्रमोद खाका है वो रहा, लेकिन उसके अलावा भी दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट के कई इंपॉर्टेंट पोस्ट है उस पर ये रह चुका था। तकरीबन 6 से 7 दिन हो गए थे एफआईआर लॉन्च को, लेकिन कोई अरेस्टिंग नहीं हो रही थी, किसी तरह का कोई स्टेटमेंट नहीं आ रहा था, चाहे वो किसी भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का हो या फिर डीसीडब्ल्यू का। लेकिन जब इंडिया टुडे ने एक के बाद एक एक्सपोज किया किस तरीके से ये हॉरिफाइंग इंसिडेंट था, काफी शॉकिंग इंसिडेंट है, यहाँ तक इस केस का खुलासा भी शुरू नहीं हो पाता। जो लड़की है उसको पैनिक अटैक आया एक के बाद एक, जिसके बाद उससे हॉस्पिटलाइज किया गया और वहां जब डॉक्टरों ने काउंसलिंग की उसके बाद जो लड़की है उसने डॉक्टर्स को ये पूरी जानकारी दी कि उसके साथ किस तरह का इंसिडेंट हुआ है। उसके बाद डॉक्टर्स ने दिल्ली पुलिस को जानकारी दी, एफआईआर लॉन्च हो गया। बावजूद इसके अरेस्टिंग नहीं हो पा रही थी, किसी तरह का कोई पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट भी जारी नहीं हुआ था। लेकिन जब इंडिया टुडे ने ये न्यूज ब्रेक किया उसके बाद दिल्ली पुलिस पर प्रेशर हुआ और हस्बैंड वाइफ दोनों को अरेस्ट किया गया।
Arvind Ojha, thank you very much for bringing us those details. हम इसी story पे रहेंगे. We broke the story. All the details are going to be here on India Today and we will continue to ask those big questions. All it takes is one incident for the glass palace of self-righteousness to completely shatter. This is how the house of cards comes crashing down, viewer. Well known and well regarded as a conscientious, scrappy warrior as chief of the Delhi Commission for Women, Swati Maliwal has simply wilted under the harsh glare of scrutiny for a terrible crime allegedly committed by someone on her team. Deputy Commissioner for Women and Child Development, Premodai Khaka, is accused of repeatedly raping and impregnating a minor, a 15-year-old. An FIR was registered by the Delhi police on August the 13th. The following day, the accused officer recorded his statement with the Delhi police. And as you've seen now, Swati Maliwal wants you and me to believe that she had no clue about it. What is Swati Maliwal's first reaction when confronted by India Today? She attacks the Delhi police, which, as you know, arrested the accused rapist a short while ago. And as you can see from this show, we've asked why the Delhi police delayed it. But that was Swati Maliwal's first reaction. When asked how it's even possible that she didn't know about the case on August the 13th and 14th, when her team member was booked, Maliwal huffs and puffs with indignation, asking us how we can accuse her of such a thing. Sadly for Swati Maliwal, the truth can only be one of two things, viewer. Either she was genuinely clueless and only woke up when her senior team member was booked and made to record a statement, which, as you know, is almost totally unlikely given that the accused wasn't a small fry and Maliwal is known to be a competent manager of the team under her, or it was a code of silence in the hope that this would quietly blow over. Sadly for her, India Today's reporters have the FIR and are the reason why it's such a big headline today. In June this year, Swati Maliwal was one among several voices that absolutely rightly rained hell on National Commission for Women Chief Rekha Sharma for sitting on a letter about the terrifying parading of two women in Manipur that was captured on camera before one of them was gang raped. If you've seen our coverage, you know how we've consistently held the clearly incompetent and selective Rekha Sharma to scrutiny. There is no shortage of examples of her dereliction in a space that should be above politics. But what Swati Maliwal has proven today with her attempt at obfuscation, diversion and defensive drama is that Swati Maliwal is no different and has spectacularly failed in the very standard she imposes on others of her ilk. With India Today's coverage adding pressure, Swati Maliwal finally got out of her seat to visit the hospital where the minor rape survivor is being treated. And if her impulsive refuge in drama wasn't enough, she now made a scene over there saying she was being forcibly barred from questioning or meeting the victim. The question that all sensible people, including Swati Maliwal's many admirers, will be asking today is, where was all this concern and alacrity on August the 13th when the FIR was registered against her team member? Does she honestly think the public is stupid enough to buy the idea that Swati Maliwal had no idea about the case until India Today broke the story today? What Swati Maliwal has done today is paint herself into a corner from which there is no escape except with diversions and drama of the kind she's doing today. Because at a time when she's being accused of staying silent, she's trying to embrace what she thinks is the lesser evil of cluelessness. I've said this before here on my show, and I'll say it again. We are becoming a country of my rape versus your rape, where persons in position of power, public life, civil society, and even the media react to rape cases depending on whether the accused fits your political agenda. Which is why some sections that report the wrestlers' protest against BJP MP Brij Bhushan Sharan have very little to say about the spate of allegations against legendary lyricist Vairamuthu, since he is close to the DMK. Those that didn't show a lot of energy reporting the BJP Neta Kuldeep Sengar rape case are full of energy reporting the spate of rapes in Congress-ruled Rajasthan. Those that rightly spent days reporting the horror of Hathras in UP will be visibly less enthusiastic about reporting this new Delhi story that India Today has exposed. It's true that all cases are different, but rape is rape. Some things must be above politics. And I know you agree with me, viewer, when I say that rape is most definitely one of them.